I remember when this situation came up, I dared Rotus, and I think I put a dare out there, and I said I dare the government to pull out subsidy a year before election, and I've been proven right. It's politics, not going to happen. But I think we should have a broader argument. At first, let's not deceive ourselves, because one thing I've seen is all of this is we deceive ourselves too much. This subsidy matter has been on since '87. In fact, news this week, the magazine of this day put up a publication front page about subsidy squabbles as of 1987. It's been there for a while. When you go back historically, if refineries are working in Nigeria, it's not going to make any major change to the price of petrol. Let's not deceive ourselves. Because when you even see, as of 65, 66, 67, when BP built the Port Harcourt refinery, there were variations in price of products across the country. So there was no price equalization. So the refineries coming on stream will not drastically reduce the price of petrol. Let's not deceive ourselves. And what we need to have is a concise conversation on our energy mix. It's too dependent on petrol. Can we use other things like CNG? Now they're talking about.
You mentioned that.
But you see, the CNG thing is, I don't like when people deceive themselves. Government has been hypocritical about the CNG thing. They announced the CNG thing last year. They were going to talk to OEMs to convert people's cars to CNG. Nothing was done. It's now that the subsidy matter came up. I keep insisting the best time we should have put out subsidy was that time that we had the chance during the administration of Goodluck Jonathan that he wanted to pull it out.
No, because President Obasanjo's time.
But President Obasanjo's time when the indices favored us. Now we have burgeoning inflation, galloping inflation and the likes, and there are problems. And the other part of the argument is the fact that it's definitely now at variance with the PIA. Because the PIA expressly states in its laws that price must be dominated by market forces. And the PIA talks about the deregulation, unbundling of an MPC. The PIA was to bring investors into the system, but because of that, we're keeping subsidies and we're at variance. So we're already violating our own laws as we speak today by keeping subsidy on. The most important question we should ask ourselves is, how far are we going to continue with this? Because here you can save an election, but the question is, can you save the future? What is the future? We must have a concise conversation on the energy mix in Nigeria. It's not just working totally dependent on petroleum. Secondly, we must develop more multimodal transport mechanisms. Metro lines must go across everywhere because people buy petrol for their cars and they get stuck in traffic because we don't have metro lines. So these are conversations we must have. And missing, just, evading the situation doesn't make the problem go away. The problem has been there since the 80s when the refinery started to decelerate in function and we had to subsidize and import. The problem is still staring at us in the face.
I guess, just one...